Hi, babies. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to the Stina Show. Tonight's guest is Tien, who's an actor. She's an awesome lady. Well, chicks, young man will be on soon. How you guys doing? Happy holidays. What's up, Jackie? I see you. I'm coming for you. See the Matrix. Yes.
Hello.
Jackie.
Hi. How are
Hello.
you?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? It's cold today.
Is it? What's cold for you guys out
Oh,
there?
I forgot. Yeah, you're on the East Coast, so it's actually cold there. I think it's I forgot. It might be like 40 degrees, 50 degrees.
It might be colder for you than it is for us, which is a kind of a problem.
Whoa, that's so weird.
Yeah, it's been 50s and 60s here.
Oh,
So
that's
I
nice
don't.
weather.
It's nice, but it's not normal. We need snow, you know? Where's the snow?
It will come Christmas Day.
Oh my God, please. Let's pray.
I know.
Let's pray. So where are you right now? You're in LA?
Yes, I am. I am in LA.
Did I hear an accent there when you said that?
Did what
It
accent?
sounded Texan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
I mean,
not
yeah, you
gonna
know
lie.
I'm from Texas. I am from Texas. Sometimes it comes out. I don't always know when it comes out, but it does come
Wow.
out sometimes.
I didn't hear it till now. We're in class all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I guess you really had the drawl going, you know?
Okay, well, yeah, let me I'll,
I
I'll
love it. Bring it on.
yeah, I'll try to do more of my Texas accent for you more often.
You should. Right. Well, because most of the time in class, we're all just laughing together anyway, right? It's like
Yeah, so
you
I
can't
yeah.
tell an accent from a laugh, really, can you?
Oh, well, I don't know, maybe you can have a Texas laugh. I don't want to try though,
No,
so
no, no, no.
no, I'm not gonna try.
I heard it coming.
I'm not gonna try.
Maybe like surprise it on us later. We'll be like, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, maybe.
It'll be over dramatic, probably.
Definitely.
Texas tea, right? What are some of the Texas? So you're from Texas. We'll skip around, but
Yeah, I'm from Texas. I grew up in Houston. I was born and raised in Houston, and then I went to school in Dallas. And then I moved to LA. So Dallas is the most recent Texas city I came from.
what school did you go to?
I went to the University of Texas at Arlington. Go Mavs!
Is what did you go for?
So originally I was gonna do like business school, but then I like was not cut out for that, so I went into communications. But then I do
Oh,
marketing,
good.
so it's kind of like a mix of both, I guess you can say.
Communications is. I went to school for advertising, marketing, communications. They're all the same.
Yes, yes, it is all the same. Yeah, because it was communications with a concentration in advertising. So there you go. We're twins.
Well, you have to. People ask, how do you use uh, your degree all the time? And I say you have to advertise yourself as an actor. What do you think? You know,
Yeah, for sure. We're selling our our talent.
right? People say that to you, probably, right?
I think so. I was like, is that right? Yeah, I think so.
Like as an actor, how do you use your degree, right? It's like,
Hmm.
if I have to say it, then I can't. Then I can't. But anyway, so you and I met in Amber's class. Amber
Yes.
Horn. Shout out, Amber, if
Hi,
you're out
Amber.
there.
Hi,
We
Amber.
love you, Amber.
We love you.
We
Yes.
love She's the best, right?
I know she is.
And we're in what is it? Advanced on camera tech. I don't even know the name of the class. I just know it's an advanced
I just know it's tier four. Um,
Monday night.
I know Monday night, maybe it's like audition technique, kind of.
I think that's what it would be. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's good. We have a lot of fun, and that our class is like a family. I'm learning,
Hmm.
I'm growing with these people. Just you and like a handful of people, but it's really nice what she's creating for us.
Yeah. Like, I love
So
everyone in
thank
our
you.
class. Like, I feel really close to everyone in our class.
Don't tell me you're Secret Santa.
Yeah, we're having a Secret Santa on Monday, so shh.
I asked a few. I asked people, but
Oh
it's
my
all good as that. When you were baby Jackie, did you know you wanted to be a performer, actor? Oh, just
Baby Jackie, maybe not, but like kid Jackie, I did. So yeah, I wanted to be like everything. I wanted to be like the president of the United States at one point. Like I wanted to be
wow.
a singer. I wanted to be a fashion designer. I'm not good at any of that. And then I wanted to be an actor. And then I remember just like wanting to be an actor, but not knowing how to be an actor because I was a kid, and like my parents are not very good at English, so they weren't able to like help me, find a way or whatever. And then I remember listening to the radio one day, and there was like an advertisement for like an acting school, and so I got my cousin to call them, and then I started going to school there, like acting classes every week. And then I think this was like in middle school. It was like sixth grade, seventh grade. And then, I started doing like some auditions and trying to find an agent. And I think it was just like hard. Maybe the school might have been not like the best school like for me. And then like there was like lots of miscommunication with like my parents and like the industry, because like I was a kid. I was seriously a kid. I didn't know anything, and my parents also didn't know much. And so there was lots of miscommunications about like someone was like, oh, maybe you should consider moving to Los Angeles. And then that my mom was like, what? Like, no, we have to stay in Texas. And you like, and then
I like
I
your mom impression.
I know that's totally not her. Like she's saying this in Vietnamese, right? And she was like freaking out. She's like, "You have to go to high school. Like you should go to college. If you move to Los Angeles, like who's gonna move there with you? Like all this stuff." Um, and also at that time, like there wasn't a lot of representation on film and TV for like
Oh
people that
yeah,
look like me, and
yeah.
so I was just kind of like I was, going through it, and then I decided ultimately to take a break from acting. So that's kind of where it ended in my childhood, the dream.
And then when did it pick back up again?
It picked back up in 2018 after I watched Crazy Rich Asians. Did you
Wow.
did you watch Crazy Rich
Yeah,
Asians?
of course. I love that movie. Yeah.
Yes, such a good movie. And so I remember like I went to high school, I went to college, got a corporate job. Like I was like living that life that my mom wanted me to live, and I kind of always like just still loves being in front of the camera, but I hadn't thought about acting in kind of a long time. I just know that I love like having attention on me as most actors do. Like you just love entertaining, like making people feel like however way. And so I remember watching it and I was like, whoa, like I've never seen anything like this before, because I grew up watching like a lot of Asian TV shows, but it's like in Korean or Chinese or Vietnamese. And so I was used to seeing a lot of Asian people on the television, but I've never seen so many Asian people in a film speaking English, and it was like an American film. It's something that I could do. And so I was just like, this is insane.
No.
And then I remember Googling that night, like adult acting classes in Dallas. Like, and then I audited my first class and went to my first acting class, and I got shredded apart that night. Like it was because like if it's
You
like your
have
first
to,
acting class.
unfortunately. Yeah.
It's
You
hard.
have
It is
to.
so hard. Like
I've
so
cried in
hard.
classes before. Not good.
Yeah, not good. And then like maybe I had like this thought in my head, like, oh, I took acting classes as a kid. Maybe like this is gonna be like good. Like I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be a good actor. And then I get in there and I'm like, I had a cold read my first class, And I was like, I can't even read these lines. Like, what is going on?
It's a
It was so
muscle, it's a
hard.
skill, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, from I've been doing it ever since then. From now.
You know, I think with the when you were younger, because it happened to me too. I did it when I was a little girl, and then the industry attacks you very quickly, and
Yeah.
you start getting surrounded by these creepy men or women or whatever, and then it's pay to play, right? So
Hmm.
you find a lot of sharks, especially as a young person, and if your parents don't know what to do, forget it. So my same thing happened to me. I dipped out
Yeah, I was
and
like,
came back later. Because
So yeah, coming back
you're not
later.
meant to do it as a child. And that's a blessing because look at these child actors, you know?
And I think you can probably agree too that like coming back as an adult, like you see things so differently now because you've had so many different life experiences that as a kid you didn't have. So like just like I think acting is it's more real now because you're not having to like think about, oh, what if as much. Obviously there is still circumstances and scripts that like are not real to you, but um you just know more about life. So you feel more.
Right. And you could empathize, which is the whole gimmick, right?
Yeah.
This is the whole thing. It's like if you can't empathize, how can you act? You can't.
Yeah. But I mean like kid actors are so good. Like they're so
Right.
I would have never been a good kid actor. Like now that I look back, I was like, there was no way I was like as good as these kids I see on TV now. Like they're so good at acting. And I'm just like, no, I'm glad that I went the
But
route I
they're
went.
not in their head as much, I don't think. Like as you get older, you get it. You know, I think it's more of uh, it's a more of instinctual right away, and there's no doubt. But then the teenager years start throwing doubt at you, and then you're in big trouble.
Oh yeah,
This
that's
is just
true.
observing, like all the famous youthful, who've made it to adulthood, thankfully.
Made it to adulthood.
It's not, it's such a difficult, it's like you're working, right? Where you're working a long day and you're like, God bless your Barrymore. What is she, like 6 in these movies or something? Like very young, working all day. Crazy, crazy.
Yeah, I
Like
can't
you and
imagine.
I were in the park or something, right? Like hanging out with our friends.
Yes, yes, at the park. Yes, not on our phones, but at the park.
Yeah, yeah. And that's a whole nother
Yeah,
technology conversation, but
yeah, that's a different, another day.
so you're from Texas and your family's still there?
Yeah, my parents live in Houston still.
Ooh, I've
Hmm.
never been. It's a nice place.
Yeah, it was a really nice place to grow up. I love Houston. Um, I love representing Houston. I always talk about how proud I am to be a Houstonian. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people like don't love Houston, but as someone, I think people who are from Houston love Houston. People who are not from Houston are just like, whatever.
There's filming out there and stuff, right?
I actually never worked in Houston. I worked primarily like in Dallas and Austin when I lived there.
Oh,
So
really? Doing on-camera work?
yeah, so I did
Wow.
most of my like I've worked the most in Texas, really.
Sorry, I'm just shutting the light off. I'm here. I hear you.
Oh
Okay.
no, it's okay.
I know that they don't have obviously as much as these coasts, but I did hear there's some stuff going on out there. So when
Oh
did you
yeah.
move to LA?
I moved to LA last summer, so June 2020.
Wow, and you've just been busy. You've been busy since, huh? That's cool.
Well, busy as
Oh
busy as
no,
I
it's
can be.
COVID, right? How
Yeah.
is it? Yeah,
Yeah,
everything's
I was
good.
like I moved
But
like
I
during the
see you being
pandemic.
busy, but how busy, right?
Yeah. I've been busy on, making myself happy and taking classes and working on myself. Like those things.
You have to.
Yeah.
So you went to school. How many schools? You went to Dallas
Yeah, just one
and,
school.
and you got a degree there? You got your full degree?
Yeah.
Were you in part of like a fraternity or anything like that out there?
No, I wasn't. I was not.
No,
I don't
that's
think there
good.
was. I don't think there was like a lot of sororities at my school. There might have
No,
been like two or-
sorority. Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't do it.
Good. I wouldn't. I mean, maybe I would. Depends. It might depends, right, on the people, and
Yeah.
they rope you in, right? I don't even know if it's something you have a choice sometimes.
I mean, yeah, I have a lot of friends who were in sororities and they had like a really great time. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah, right. It's seems like a hazing situation.
I think that's illegal now, but you know, you never
There
know what
must
people
be
are
a way to
doing.
join it, though, right? You have to join it somehow. You don't sew a blanket. Here we are, you know. I don't know. I'm
It's,
happy. I didn't have one either. I went to school. Yeah. Can
oh
you
wait.
see it? Amber's with us.
Oh, is she? How do you see like
Amber.
who's on here?
Oh, you
Oh,
can't
oh,
see? Can you see at the bottom this comments and who joined?
oh.
Amber, we love you. Welcome.
Hi, Amber.
We love you. We're talking
You missed
about
our shout out. We gave you a
fraternity.
shout out at the beginning of the show.
We did. That's true. Um, we were talking about fraternities and sororities.
Sororities.
What is oh well, we're gonna jump around. I know you don't care, but run, hide, and fight. What is that?
Yeah, so that is the first film that I like ever worked on. I had a small role in it, but it was the first like non-commercial booking I ever booked. And so I was just like, like what do I do? Like, and I didn't have an agent in Texas or a manager or anything, so I was like just doing everything on my own. And so, you know, obviously doing it on my own, I didn't know a lot of things. Like I didn't know about like getting paid and just all these things, but it was a really great experience. So the film is about like a school shooting at a high school, so it is very you know, it's a controversial
Heavy.
topic.
Yeah.
And I played a student who got, you know,
Oh wow.
yeah,
That's
so
heavy
I
stuff.
got to it was like the first time I had to deal with like all the fake blood and like I was shot and I had like a stunt double thankfully do that like the big,
Wow.
you know, I don't even know like the big ugh!
The
And so
pushback. The
yeah,
pushback. Yeah.
and so I guess I got shot in the stomach maybe. I don't really remember exactly where it was, but then, you know, I had to be like spewing out blood from my mouth. So
Oh
like they
my
had me like
God.
put blood in my mouth and then kind of like gargle it a little bit. And then in
Well,
my scene, I'm
what
like,
was the blood? What did they use for the prop?
I don't know what the blood is made out of. It's probably sugar, like some type of sugar, because
Okay.
it was really sweet, but it was also minty. It was very minty at the same time.
Weird.
So it was like
What is
sweet,
that?
minty sauce in your
Ooh,
mouth.
see.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. But it was a really great experience. It was like first time seeing cameras and just like a big crew and um the cast was really nice and it was just a really great experience.
Awesome. Your Dira says hi down below, by the way. Hey,
It's so weird.
Jackie.
I can't see any of this.
What? What's up?
Hi, Adira.
It's M. Lil Millie has a heart there too.
Oh, hello.
So Run, Hide, Fight. Where can we watch that?
Um, I know someone picked it up, but I don't remember where it is.
No.
It might be. I know someone bought it, but I don't know where it is currently. Like I think it is streaming somewhere. I just don't know where.
Google.
But you
Run,
can Google
Hide,
it.
Fight movie.
You can Google it. Run, hide, fight.
So it sounds like a very intense movie, but good. Where was it? Where did it take place?
I don't know. I love how like all my answers like I don't know. But we filmed in Dallas. We filmed in Dallas.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it was filmed in Dallas. So it was not far from me at all. I think I drove like an hour each time I went to set. Or no, like maybe like 45 minutes to set. And
Are you in the union or not yet?
I'm SAG eligible, but I am currently,
Ooh,
I haven't joined yet.
come to the dark side.
I know, it is, it's
When
going to
you're
happen.
ready. When you're ready.
Yes,
But we
it
are
is going
ready
to
when
happen.
you're ready.
I'm waiting to be like forced to, like really, really forced to. Like I have no other choice, but I'm hoping it happens soon, 2022.
Well, when you do join, I'll teach you all the ways to take advantage of the membership because I know it's a heavy load to get in, but once you're in, the lifetime benefits outweigh it. So
Oh yeah.
I can hook you up, girl.
Yeah, girl, I'm gonna be like emailing you, calling you, texting you, like, I joined, tell me what to do.
Yeah, I mean, really, the education with the union alone is its own school. There's no degree or anything, but this amount of information they put at you, it could be overwhelming. You don't even know what to start with.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure.
So, anyways, I just love the union, but
She's like
but
promoting the union now.
we could talk about it all day. That's why I have to stop myself. Do you have some current and or past inspirations?
Um, for inspiration, I don't really know if I have like actors who inspire me. No, well, that sounds wrong, but I don't have anyone like specific. I just feel like when I watch like television or film, like anyone that's like so good, I just like automatically just feel like, oh my God, like they're so good at what they do and like they're pouring their like everything into this role. Cause like I think as an actor, you just know when you see someone do a really good job, you're like, I know that they're like putting like their whole everything into playing this character. And so, when I watch really good actors on any film, I'm just like, wow, like I want to be like that. Like I want to be like them. So it's hard for me to pick a specific person or, because there's just so many good actors out there. And that's a really bad answer, but
What about in your personal life, a family member or friends or anything?
Um,
Bosses,
probably
mentor.
probably my dad. My dad is like a really like really hard worker. He like came to America with like literally nothing. He was a boat person, came from Vietnam. He was a
Wow.
refugee. Um, and he like literally had nothing and then he started his own business and his business is still thriving now and even though he's not great at English, he doesn't like let that be a hindrance to him. And I think that's a really like awesome quality. Like even though you might not be like great at something, if you like push forward and you like just try really hard, you're still going to be successful no matter what.
That's awesome. So what language do you guys speak over there?
We speak Vietnamese.
Vietnamese. Nice. Teach
Yes.
me something. Give me a good word.
Um, what do you want to know? That's so hard. I'm like, I don't want to just teach you
What's
hello.
my favorite color is blue. What's the word for blue?
Okay, blue is san. San,
San?
Mao san.
Mao san?
Yeah, Mao. Oh wow, you sound so good. Like you sound so good. Like actually, you sound so good. So Mao is color and san is like blue. So usually people will say like color blue instead of just saying like blue. So it would be Mao san.
Mao san.
Yeah. You sound
Nice.
really good.
Thank you. You teach me more. We can have a whole series.
Yes, I can
Thank you.
teach you anytime.
I love that. Please. I know. I want more, but I'll wait later.
I'll teach you in class.
Uh, Lil Millie says wolf with a heart and a dog.
Oh my gosh.
You do have a dog, right? Is that potentially why?
Yes, I have two dogs actually.
Two dogs. What kind of dogs do you have?
Yeah, they're sleeping right in front of me. I have the older one is his name is Ollie. He's a Maltese Shih Tzu. And the little one, the smaller of the two little ones is Millie. She's a Chihuahua Cocker Spaniel Poodle mix.
Wow. Never
Yeah.
heard of that.
Yeah, yeah. We didn't know how like big she was gonna be because like her dad is a standard poodle But then she just turned out having like Chihuahua genes, and she's just tiny.
How funny. Oh,
Yeah.
so she says, little Millie says my mom. How cute.
Yes, I didn't want to say anything, but Lil Millie is my dog. My dog is watching. Um, no, I'm lying. Sorry, it's my boyfriend. He's on our dog's Instagram page watching. Yeah. Oh wait, I can't hear you anymore. Oh, okay.
But that's very funny. I wish that it was just your dog watching.
Yeah.
But hello, Jackie's boyfriend.
Can you imagine if it really was just my dog? Like I was like, yeah, my dog's sitting in the other room watching our live right now.
I can't. Some people probably do that stuff, Me, but here we are. All right.
Here we are.
Here we are, right? So Panic. What's Panic?
Panic is a Amazon original show that I worked on, filmed in Austin. It was my first co-star role, so I was very excited, and it was like the first. It was a bigger production than Run Hide Fight because obviously it's like Amazon, so it's a huge studio, and it was a really really fun experience because that was like actually a set that I didn't live nearby, so I had to like I was put up in a hotel and I had to go there and it was like the whole thing and it was a really really fun and great experience as well. That one you can watch on Amazon Prime. I'm in episode 3.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really?
Not about this. It's not about this.
Not this one.
Not this one, but yeah, that was a really awesome experience as well. I guess that now looking back, because like in Amber's class we've been learning about best ways to audition for co-star roles, like smaller roles, and looking back now at my audition tape for that and the way things like happened, I was like, oh wow, like that really is like less is more for those type of roles, because like I think I like was just super casual. I think I had gone in this is back in the day when you would actually go into the room to audition, okay? We don't remember what that is like anymore.
No.
But I remember I had to drive to Austin, and I auditioned for like a different role and didn't hear back, forgot about it, and then the casting reached out to me again and asked me if I would tape for this role. And so I think that might have been one of my first self tapes because because I would usually just like go there, but since it was all the way in Austin, like they just let me do a tape. And so I'm sure my setup was like super bad, like nothing like it is now. But yeah, it was a really awesome experience.
That's so cool. How many days did you shoot for? Do you remember?
I think it was only a 1-day shoot for me.
Oh, is it a co-star, you said?
Yeah, it was a co-star. So it was a 1-day shoot or night shoot. It was like a very, very, very cold night. And it was supposed to look like summer. So I was like wearing shorts. And I remember when I went in for a wardrobe, like they had me trying on like tank tops and like shorts.
Okay.
And Texas winters can be cold too. It must have been 30 to 40 degrees maybe.
Oh my God. Exteriors?
Yes.
Oh
And it was an outside scene. And I remember the director was like, try not to look so cold.
Oh my, yeah, okay, buddy, right?
I was
Let's see you do that.
like, okay, let me take off my jacket and just not shake and it was and you could see like my breath in the air too, kind of. So it was so cold.
Well,
Yeah.
I hope you got an extra bump for the weather.
I wish.
For the smoke pay and the cold pay. I don't think there's cold pay, but wet pay if you were in the water, but you weren't in the water.
Yeah.
So you Why do you like to focus on diversity, right, in your messaging?
Yes, I do. And that is for obvious reasons, I guess. Um, I just really, because it was also a big reason as to why I stopped acting in eighth grade. You know, besides my mom telling me to go to high school and college, and besides me being a teenager or whatever, it was a lot to do with not seeing myself growing up on American like television and films. Like I
Oh,
think as a kid I was watching Disney Channel and the only person that I saw that looked like me was like Brenda Song, and we don't really look alike. It's just she was Asian,
yeah.
and she was on Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and I loved that show. But it was very hard for me to kind of feel confident because I felt like I was like the only one in the room always. Even at acting school, I was like the only Asian girl. There was just not a lot of people I saw like me, and it was very sad. And it also made my mom really worry because she was like, you're gonna do all these things and like try super hard to be an actor, but like she really thought that she's like, there's never going to be Asian people on like American TV, American films, because look now, like there's barely any people now. Like you think people are going to change, and
Right.
it was just very hard. And that was also another reason why I kind of just decided to let it go, because I thought that I wasn't going to be able to make it, or not make it, but like I wasn't able to work really.
Right.
But then, I watched Crazy Rich Asians, and that like lit a fire under me.
Oh,
And, now it is like really different. Like there's so many casting directors who are so open to looking for authentic people and authentic stories. Like producers are putting out like really great films and TV shows that have people of color, and that's very, very exciting. I just think there's always room for change and for us to grow. As an industry, things are going great, but they can be even better. So I just always think that it would be, or it is very important to always just have an open mind. Like anybody in the industry needs to have an open mind, and just we need to tell authentic stories because it's very important for everyone to see themselves on TV or film, because that's it's our pastime. Watching TV, watching movies, it's our pastime. And for me, I didn't see a lot of myself growing up on TV, but I hope that younger generations now will see themselves on TV and film and feel, seen.
and even I totally 100% hear that and agree. And even some of my favorite films were like Parasite, and look at Squid Game, right? These
Oh my gosh.
I love
Yes.
it, and it's opening the door for other, because these things are such a hit. It's opening the eyes of people and the doors, and it's so
Hmm.
beautiful. Like Squid Game blew me away, right? And it's just because you can relate to these characters. It has nothing to do with what they look like, and that's where we've been wrong all this time. Is well, the gatekeepers kind of controlled a little bit of what was going on there, because we love culture. People love culture, and
Yeah.
we don't have to look at the same thing all the time. It's boring. I don't understand why the smarter people didn't understand that, but I love it. And yeah, and it's like even anime comes from that kind of culture, right? And it's
Hmm.
morphed into this huge industry with all types of diversity, and it's just beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I'm so happy you get to start to see yourself. Like, what a crazy reality to begin with, right? And we're 2,000 years, whatever, into evolution, whatever, much longer than that, right? Like
Yeah.
millions of years. But from understanding point of view, it's like, obviously there's always something to correct, but it's silly. It's just like too silly, I can't get on board with those people. But I'm so happy for you. And what other current projects? I mean, if you could think of any off the top of your head, would you recommend for people to watch? And
Yeah, well, obviously I love Squid Game as well, but I think the entire world has already watched Squid Game, so like I don't need to recommend that again.
Right.
Um, there's a lot of stuff on Netflix. Just some things that I can think of on the top of my head that has like Asian actors are, there's a Christmas film on Netflix. It's called Love Hard. The lead is an Asian actor. Um, I'm trying to think of things that are like easy accessible on Netflix. Um,
It's probably a lot, but right, that's the most recent one
yeah.
showing. Right, right.
If anyone wants to watch Kim's Convenience, that's a really good it's a sitcom. It's really, really funny. It's about a Korean family, I think, that lives in Canada. I know the show is Canadian produced, but I think it might also just be based in Canada. That's a really great show as well. And there's so many things that are out there now that has like Asian leads that is just
Yeah.
like amazing. To All the Boys I've Loved, like Lana Condor, she has 3 films from the
Wow.
same franchise. Like that's amazing. And that's something I would never have ever imagined to see when I was like in middle school, And so, and she's Vietnamese American, so I'm just like, you go, girl, like you go. But it's obviously not just about like Asian people either, it's just all people of color. I would love to see just more authentic stories for everybody to see themselves, not just Asian people.
Right. What's your
Hmm.
boyfriend's name? He said Kingdom.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Kingdom. My boyfriend's name is Jamin. Hi, Jamin.
Hi, Jamin.
He's currently in Korea right now.
Wow. What
Yeah, I
time
don't
is
know
it
what
over
time
there?
it is. I think it might be like 11:30 a.m. the next
Oh
day.
my
So it's
God.
Friday. Time like
Wow.
time warp.
Oh God. Wow.
But yeah, Kingdom is a really good show. If you're into zombies, that's Korea's like first like zombie show. It is so good, Christina. You have to watch it. It's super, super good.
Wow. What now? I mean, is it on Netflix? I mean, that's the thing, right? Kingdom.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I'm like, are
Oh,
you ready now?
I am
Everyone,
right.
write
I
down
write
Kingdom.
everything down. And someone told me Alice in Borderland is similar to Squid Game, but I
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
that one is also really good. I've heard. I haven't watched it, but I've heard it's really, really good. That one's Japanese. And yeah, I heard it's darker, maybe. Like, cause like Squid Game, it's like bright and it's kid game, so it
Well,
doesn't
for
seem.
considering.
Yeah, considering, right? Yeah, like the sets
Yeah.
are bright. But I think Alice in Borderland is just like the sets are darker. The show is just moodier. So
Okay.
yeah, but I heard that
That's
one's really good. It's on my watch list too.
hello from Korea, he said.
Hello.
Hello. And then Renderella said Kingdom is the best, and these are on my watch list.
Yay! Hi,
Yeah.
Ren.
Hi, Ren. So you make videos, right? I thought I saw you posting about that.
I do. So I had a YouTube channel back in the day, and it kind of died off when I like moved here, just because I was so busy like the first year living in LA. But I kind of wanted to get back to it. It's kind of like a lifestyle vlogging channel for my parents to watch, my family's in Texas to watch my life in LA now. And also I really like editing videos. So it's my little pastime, my little hobby.
So
Besides
where can we
everything
watch
else.
this? You starting it up?
Yeah, so my YouTube channel, you can find me I think you could just type in Jackie Tien on YouTube and I will show up.
That's awesome. That's so easy. Some people have like all these numbers and stuff.
It's like it's starfish
Yeah.
65921. Yeah,
That's where
something
I could
crazy.
find you.
Starfish. Yeah. Like I
That's
will not
amazing.
tell you, my first email address is like so embarrassing.
What
I
is
would just say it has to do with Angel and just something to do with Angel, and I'm just like, that's so embarrassing already. Just
Why angels
Angel
are
and
nice?
but like it's just like, oh, I like me being
Angel
like,
baby. 1, 2, 3.
okay, honestly, it's really close to that, but I'm just not going to tell you my real email
Baby
address.
with an I.
It's too much. It's too embarrassing. Please, too much. It's too much.
Okay. Please spare me. So how do you, as a, this industry is very difficult for all of us, and we have to have 1,000 jobs, and we can't focus, and we're doing our best. How do you stay motivated?
Oh, it is hard to stay motivated. I feel like at least just like a lot of actors I know, like you're always on like a roller coaster of emotion. You know, you're like on a high and then you're like, "Oh, I'm so sad. Like, can I really be doing this?" And then you're like and it's just like up and down all the time. And that's just the part of being an actor. A like not like huge star actor, you know. But actually you never know. Like even the stars probably have like ups and downs as well, I'm sure. But um you know, like I said, every time I watch like a really good actor in a film or TV show, like it really motivates me because I they evoked like a certain emotion from me, and I want to do that to like other viewers, you know, of whatever project I'm gonna be in. So I just like keep thinking to myself, like, I like if they can do it, I can too. Like I want to make people feel a certain way. I want to make people laugh. I want to make people happy. I want to make people cry. I want them to cry. So like I that's how I push myself. It's like my own like desire to like make people feel a certain way, and then that's kind of how I motivate myself. Um and then there's also my dad who's always like telling me to like do like Buddhist prayers. He's always like, okay, like every time I talk to him about acting, he's like, you need to pray to Buddha. Or it might not be the word pray, but like you need to like talk to Buddha and like tell him what you want. And I'm like, okay. But it takes hard work too, Bab, but okay.
That has been like my through line the last few days is religion. And a lot of religious people have been coming to me, telling me to find a higher power that'll be your guide. And
Uh-huh.
I think that's what your dad's basically trying to say is you're not alone. You do have help from a bigger source than you, because without those thoughts, you feel hopeless and lost, right?
Yeah, I think so that, you know, he's just telling me that, I mean, we can feel down in the dumps on our own, but we should know that there is something out there that is lifting us up. And so we shouldn't just like stay down. We need to rise up as well.
I obviously feel the highs and lows, but when you're low, don't you're not, there's no zero with God, right? You're
Yeah.
not alone. You're just
Yeah.
not, even though you feel so empty. You don't give up for that reason alone, right? It's like
Yeah.
something will get you through this. It's just hard, we could go deeper, but it's just it's you need faith, you need hope, and prayer. I'm starting to learn that prayer does help. It's a habit though for me. I don't pray as much because I need to get into the habit of it. I do, but not as much as I think could help my mental state.
Yeah, I really think it helps with like your mental health too. Just like, cause yeah, I think being an actor sometimes it can be lonely, especially if you're not surrounded by a bunch of actors. Cause I feel like actors only understand actors, and like because like we go through so many things that it's hard to explain to someone who's not an actor, like, you know, from like auditioning and then like not getting auditions and then like your team and then like classes, like memorizing, like there's so many things that a non-actor just it just wouldn't make sense to them. And so sometimes it is a little lonely. And I that's why I'm grateful to our class because I feel like we do have like such a good like bond in that class. But you know, in real life, like me sitting here, um it can be lonely in when I'm in that mindset of like feeling like am I doing the right thing? Like
Right.
is this worth it? Like me putting all of this time and effort into doing this? And then yeah, having praying, whatever it may be, it does help you feel less alone.
and hopeful, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
we do have that thoughts of doubt, and that's natural. Everyone does that, and but you know why you made the first step, right? You made a first step for a reason, and what you know why there's you already did it. So where's the doubt when it's already happened? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we get in our heads for no reason. But art is a very risky lifestyle. But because I'm not making $1 billion a year doesn't mean that I'm not an actor. That's what I tell people, you know.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think there's a lot of misconception. A lot of people think like, oh, if you're an act, like to be a actor, you have to be in movies, you have to be on a TV show right now. Like, show me the
Right
channel.
now they say it, right? They say show me, and I'm like,
Yeah,
what do
like
you
show
want
me.
from me?
And I'm like, I don't think you understand. Being an actor is like taking classes, working on your craft, like I don't know, like even like when you're on a break, I still consider people taking a break still as actors because it's like a mindset, like or not a mindset, but it's just who you are. You're an
It's who
actor.
you are. It's
Yeah,
who
you're an
you
actor.
are. You're an actor.
Yeah.
And you are a lot of other things, but you're got like whatever your energy's directing you is towards acting. Like my
Mm-hmm.
spirit chose acting. I don't think I would have consciously chose it. You know what
Oh
I
my
mean?
gosh, wait, I love that. Like your spirit, yeah, your spirit chose acting. Like I'm telling you, there's a lot of actors will say they didn't want to be an actor. Like you don't
Exactly,
want to be
exactly.
an actor. You don't want to
No,
have to go through heartbreak
exactly,
every time you do an audition, or you don't
exactly.
always want to check your email hoping it's an audition, but then really it's like a freaking advertisement to buy shoes or
Amazon or
something.
something. Yeah.
Like
A gift
no.
card.
Yeah. Yeah, it's if I could, I really wouldn't want to be an actor. Like I would
Right.
love to just make so much money working the corporate world, like doing all that
It's
stuff, but
easy
like
too. It's easy.
yeah, but the heart wants what the heart wants.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, we didn't choose this life. This life chose us.
Yeah. Yes. Agreed. Completely.
All right. So I ask every guest. I know you didn't want to bring an enlightenment experience, but I ask every guest for a quote and or enlightenment experience. Do you have a deep quote, possibly?
Oh my gosh. Okay. When you told me this, I remember Googling a good quote, but they were all too cheesy. Like they were too cheesy. And then I saw one, but then now I forgot what it was. Okay, I will just hold on, let me think on my feet.
You could
Um
Google it.
I know, like
Doesn't
can I
matter.
Google
You
it?
can write it down. Doesn't matter.
Actually okay, let me go with the enlightenment experience then.
Oh
Uh,
shit! Improv.
improv, oh my
Improv.
gosh. Maybe okay, honestly, an enlightenment experience I had was probably um it might be joining Amber's class.
Wow, I
Yeah.
believe it.
I'm like, Amber, are you still here? Are you listening? Um, well, because I feel like I joined Amber's class when I first came to LA. And when I came to LA, I've met some like weird people. Or like it just like real some experiences with just like looking for representation, maybe it wasn't great. And you know, or just being rejected a bunch of times and things like that. That's another thing about being an actor. Looking for representation is not easy. Um, and I just had some like really not so great experiences when I first came to LA, but then I joined Amber's class, and Amber is so different from a lot of people in the industry. And like obviously there's so many nice people, but just my initial, you know, coming to LA, from just the few first people that I encountered, Amber was a really, really kind soul. Like the kindest soul that I had met thus far, like as soon as I came to LA, like from the industry. And so that's kind of like why I think a lot of us have just kept up with class, because I feel like she's such a positive person, and she gives us such good advice, that it just, I don't know, like being in her class like really warms my heart, and like I love everyone in our class, and like I just feel like so close to everyone in our class. Like everyone's good people in her class, you know? Like
Yeah,
there's not
yeah,
like
without.
weirdos in our class, and so
Well, there's only
um
that one guy that left her group chat we had. Well, they don't like him anymore.
yeah, and so
But everyone is good. She's an angel, right? For
like
sure.
literally an angel. Like I don't think I've ever met anyone that's so kind, and especially in such a fast-paced, like crazy industry. She's
Right.
hard to find someone like
Like
her.
my first vibe with her is that she believes in you. Like no one
Yeah.
else. No one else
hmm
believes in you the way she believes in
Yeah, like she believes in you more than like your mom believes in you, probably. Like
you.
it's
Without a doubt. Yeah.
yeah, and so
Yeah.
and I've told Amber before, like joining her class was one of like the best things I did since moving to Los Angeles. I mean, obviously I didn't have to live here to be in her class because it's on Zoom, but
Right.
I joined her class like right when I first moved to LA, so it was really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you, Amber. This is my Amber episode, but it's why we know each other and
Yeah,
the
that's why I'm
connection.
here. That's literally why I'm
It's
here.
literally why you're here. Why I exist is because oh, I know we are very lucky to happen upon her. And it's an intimate class. Thank God it's only about like 14 tops, right?
Yeah.
If that when people show up. And
hmm
we get to hang out. It's just beautiful. It's a gift. And I've had tons of acting classes. I don't know about you.
hmm
And this is so it's just the energy she provides. It's a safe space and
hmm Yeah, and it feels like the most of all my classes that feel like a family.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I can't wait till we all hang out in person. Like
I know. I'm so excited. Yeah, I remember the last time you were here. I forgot why I couldn't come. I think I had like a baby shower or something like that.
yeah, sounds familiar. Some sort of
Yeah, so you're gonna have to come back to LA
oh, I
soon.
will. I will. I'm moving in, Jackie.
She's like, hair flip, I'm coming.
I love LA, but now this BS is popping off. Let's wait a
I
little bit,
know.
right?
Omicron. I remember no, because like the first time because I had heard of Omicron, but then like one time I accidentally said like Omitron, like Omatron, and so now it's just a joke. I say Omitron.
It is a joke, and the whole thing. I mean, it's really not on the other end, but the name is. It's like really, yeah.
Omicron? Omicron.
COVID, Omicron. What else we got there? Silly. What? It's just we have to laugh, otherwise we'll cry, right? So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But God bless, be safe otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a few minutes. Do you have any goal projects besides revamping up your YouTube over here?
I mean, it's funny because my manager asked us to put like a goal sheet together for 2022, and I like wrote it out on like my iPad, and then I sent it to her. Like actually like handwritten ones instead of just typing it to her. And then she said she like printed it out, which is so cute. And so just some things I have on there is just start I would love to just start working in LA. I haven't worked in LA yet, which awesome for me. But I would just love to just have more experiences in LA, and any projects in LA, I'm down. So if anybody knows anything, um, hit us up. My
Are
team is.
you on casting networks and Actors Access?
Yes, I am, of course.
Casting
Yeah.
networks, you could probably get more day jobs like that.
Yeah, I probably could. I haven't, I don't know, I haven't really thought about that just yet. Most of it's just, waiting for my agent and my manager to email me.
But with casting networks, they don't even it's personal jobs. You might not even have to tell them necessarily. Not taking away from their work, but if it's like a day job, non-union, right? I mean, that's that they're not part of that.
Well,
Like
I think my manager would
manager,
be.
really, I'm not. If my manager doesn't get me the gig, I don't have to pay him, basically. So
Oh,
yes,
I typically still pay my manager.
as even at non-union rates. I mean,
Mhm.
the point is, you can't really make a career with non-union rates doing that. So you should ask them. Say, what can I do? Because I need to pay my bills. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'll
Because it's
definitely
a
look into
thing.
it.
It's a real issue if you, until you become union, those rates provide more stability, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, I do still have my 9 to 5 job, which I think
Oh
I've mentioned in class I hate, but
yeah.
I do
But yeah,
I do not.
save up and get out of there, girl.
Dude, every day I'm always like, is this the day that I'm going to quit? Is
I
this
got
the day?
dude.
Literally every day I'm like considering it, but I just have not yet. But I definitely am hoping to in 2022.
You got this, girl. You got
Thank
this.
you.
You need to go out to Josh's house and Jenny right now and go just film anything, you know?
I would love to, actually. I think Jenny probably lives, she
A little
probably lives like
far.
40 minutes away from me. But I really should bother them. I really should. The
What part
LA
of
people
town are
need
you?
to get together soon.
I would have gone with all you already. What part of town are you in?
I live on like east. I live in Silver Lake, so is that considered east?
Oh, I love Silver Lake. Oh, so
Yeah, I
Josh
live.
and you can get together much easier.
Oh, where does he live?
Um, Van Nuys.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, he did mention that. Yeah. Probably, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, he has
I really definitely want to get the LA people together, and obviously whoever can fly in, fly in.
on my way.
I maybe we can do something in like January. I'm gonna bring it up in our next on Monday. I'm gonna bring it up for real that
Bring
we
it
need
up.
to have a meetup or something like that.
We need Amber well rested. Let's pray for Amber. We love you, Amber, and God bless her with her new blessings and
Yes.
new beginnings, right?
Yes.
2022, new beginnings.
Yay. Yes. Go Amber.
Well, Jackie, let us know when we can watch your YouTubes. Just go on and you'll start showing us new stuff.
Yeah, just go on YouTube and Google, or not Google, go on YouTube and type in Jackie Tien. My name is up there somewhere, right? Jackie Tien.
Yeah.
Um, and
In the
look for
Matrix.
me. Yeah.
That's the YouTube. Okay. All right, I'm gonna follow you. Got you. Very easy.
Yay,
That's
thank you for subscribing. Thank you
I
so
hope
much.
you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming on my show. You're the best. I'm happy you got to actually personally connect because we don't usually have a chance in class.
We should more often.
I know. Well,
I'll message you privately.
we did a movie last year, like a watch party, I think. Were you there for the house bunny we did, I think?
No, I don't think I was there.
No, but we need to do that. That's the kind of, I
Yes.
mean, for now, right?
Yes, for now.
Jackie, you're the best.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Thank
This was super
you.
fun. It was my first
What?
Instagram live.
First and not the last. I can't
Definitely
wait to
not
see
the
your more
last.
content, okay? Much
Thank
love
you.
to you, Jack.
Thank you. And I'll
Okay.
see you Monday night.
I'll see you Monday night. Good night. Thank you. Bye,
Bye.
Jack.
Bye.
Ah, so cool, Jackie. Thank you, everyone, for watching. All Jackie's fans and friends down there. Thank you, and much love to you. I see you. Self-care, meditation, breath work, take a walk, drink some water, and I'll see you next week. Who do we have next week? I'm not sure, but I love y'all. Have a good night.